Einstein on relativity. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to receive the compliment of being privileged to lay before you those basic scientific principles which, though generally regarded as being entirely technical, nevertheless possess a profound and intimate relationship to practical affairs. The subject of relativity is commonly judged not only abstract and abstruse, but even is looked upon as the fanatical ravings of a recluse and dreamer. But indeed, was it not the greatest of all dreamers who have enunciated the greatest and most practical of all scientific principles, wenn hat gesagt, richtet nicht auf das ihr nicht gerichtet werdet, denn mit welcherlei Richt ihr richtet, werden sie gerichten werden, und mit welcherlei Maß ihr messet, werden sie gemessen werden. The first principle of the great cosmic law of relativity was this. Relatively speaking, everything is relative. This principle was divided into two parts: theoretical relativity and applied relativity. Theoretical relativity is that which demonstrates the actuality of things as they is not. That is, theoretical relativity proves that east is west, that up is down, that inside is outside, that is was, that has got is has not, and that when you is coming, you is not coming but going. It proves the foolishness of wisdom and the wisdom of foolishness. That when you win, you lose. That when everything is nothing, right will be left. And that could you last, you will be first. Applied relativity is that which has to do with the relative relationship of relations, and is subdivided into three subdivisions: near, distant, and misanthropic. Near relativity relates to the relative close togetherness of wide apartness and proves that the more distant the relation, the more closer the relationship. Distant relativity relates to the relative wide apartness of close together side by eachness, and proves that the more closer the relation, the more distant the relationship. And misanthropic relativity is to miss that which was unexpected, and proves that the greatest of all disappointments is when that which you did not expect does not happen. The second principle of relativity involves the equation which contains the key to the innermost secrets of nature. This equation reveals that sympathetic tensors relate to gravitational fields, and anti-sympathetic tensors relate to electromagnetic fields, which makes it perfectly clear that all straight lines is curved, that space was just so big and no bigger, and that nothing could ever reach the outside of space. For example, should you started out in one direction and kept going in a straight line, you would in time meet yourself coming back. It is that fact which entirely disproves the Herr Dr. de Sitter's theory that the red shift which have been observed by astronomers was a sign that the universe was exploding. That is not true. The red shift was explained by the fact that a ray of light, after traveling 500 billion years at the rate of 186,425 miles a second, to speak plainly, gets tired, slows down, lengthens out, and turns red when it finds itself exactly where it started from. Now, what was the meaning of the significance of this to the practical business and professional man? It was this. When his business is in the red, it shows that he has been going in circles, that he has got tired, slowed down, lengthened out, and that he has reached the end of the beginning and is at the beginning of the end. The third principle of relativity was that a body passing through space varies in thickness according to velocity and loses shine in the same proportion. For example, if a watch was carried through space at a certain rate of speed, it would shrink to 1/2 its thickness and lose 12 hours a day. If it was carried at the rate of light, it would thin to nothing and stop altogether keeping time, for two reasons. First, because there would be no watch, and second, because there would be no time to keep. Now the application from this principle to the business or professional man was this: that the faster pace he sets, the more time he loses. The sooner gets his bank account, and the quicker he will wind probably up no place with nothing.